179 though during the postseason. One of his Valdi fires, and it's 1-2.
Curveball and slider.
He's the guy that led him in home runs during the regular season. He's hit 30+ against Steve Valdi, and taking one of those breaking pitches you were talking about. Yeah, those two on 3-2. It is back to a fastball and like a house by the side of the road.
Batters, and he doesn't strike out a ton,
which tells different pitches that he throws. He is so splitter a little bit here. Throws it right there, and again pitch.
Wow. That's what happens.
Good morning, good afternoon, and saw on the replay is not afraid of anything either. Getting Halloween started early. They're the pink eye. The end of the championship series in Gurriel. 0-2. He's back. Goes back up with a fastball. Home with another 0-2. Strikes out the side. All-star catcher who came to life the last 2 games in Houston.
Had some off days to do anything against it that brings in the change.
Target set up for an 0-2. Heim gets to it and stays alive. And the first out of the second inning. We're talking about,
and that's including the Miracle Mets, and I get it, but it'll be have that same path. I mean, we've talked. Having been there and having done it, these are the 2 most really great World Series as well.
Get Marte over the first 2 plays of this inning. Rangers fans don't need any details on what Game 6 was. They would love empty at that point. Of course, the Rangers weren't in. Here's the rookie, third. You know, with Gallen especially, John. I mean, when he
run away for the Cy Young, and certainly the last 2.
Another 0-2 to Young, and is a good curve to get him swinging. Yeah. .com to get more information. That is strike consecutive Ks. Down the line foul, and again 2
runs that he's able to hit. He takes a big swing. He's got some speed.
Alec Thomas on an 0-2. He put it over the mound. They won't keep him off the bases. He puts it in play and uses.
Diamondbacks play baseball. You got to circle the guys to keep off the bases so it.
Longoria gets to open this third. Garcia throws behind Thomas.
Really good arms. And you saw Thomas right there. Look,
found a new level in this postseason. And Geraldo, buckle up, Johnny. Hit more than anybody in the regular season, and it's executed well. And they got the go-ahead run moved into scoring position by doing that.
Yeah, necessarily just give you an out.
Tying run in scoring position. Back to the top of the order, and Corbin Carroll. Yeah, Torey Lovera. Got the call there. 0-2 on. Here it comes. Carroll. Rivera won't get there, and it gets by him. And Buckle on his way to third.
They just do these kind of things better than most. Third with less than 2 outs. This is the Diamondbacks.
Ball in triples. Nobody had more of them than. One of the things they started calling the Diamondbacks this summer was, and in this postseason, John, more than half of their wins.
They've gotten to this place now where they're not playing skids.
Until Marte takes high. They're in first. In the dirt. And shot at another bunt attempt. And it did.
Score a run. Now this guy's so good he can score it in so many different ways.
A 2-1. Marte. Good take. Ball through. Is anything for them. Dillis Will comes home. And he's safe from the Diamondbacks. But as the call is now, it's 3-2.
It takes off. Now I didn't think they had a chance to get him. It was a great throw. The one thing early in the series against Philadelphia, the Diamondbacks, the ball was hit, but I still didn't think he had a chance. And they were giving up a run on a ground ball.
Wouldn't you say that's an example?
Can't do that without doing these kind of things. And I talked about.
There's the 1-2. There goes Marte. Swing and a miss. Throw from Heim was offline. A free taco. Unload your Doritos. Locos Tacos. We talk about doing the postseason.
Well, you know, when you're doing your research, you find out certain they hit and they're stolen bases. They get to second base.
The Christian Walker takes outside. And they've done something. Now 2-2. Walker takes ball 3.
Straight strikeouts leading into this inning. And all of a sudden
off to the powerful Walker. And it's swung on and miss. He finished him off. It's 3-2 in game 1. Baseball fans across the country are going to love him soon. 9-1 in 2 years, but has found his footing this year and continued that into a good post. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a pitch change-up for him. Turns it back up with a fastball, and it's 2-2. And established himself he has. One of the top pitcher game with T-Mobile.
Well, what his team just did is give him a to get the lead again.
Strike on Simeon, especially when you're coming off
out of the way.
Ball's coming out. Didn't think he sees it. On to Simeon is outside, which is where everybody got one inside here, but swung over it. It's a disappearing changeup,
even though with 2 strikes they were able to get a couple.
His first time. He struck out 3 straight.
Let's go.
Seager took the ballpark. 3-1. It's 3-1. Seager takes ball 4 in his second walk of the game.
Half on his fastball. By far the highest first inning of an outs, all in his secondary stuff.
Evan Carter, who you mentioned, takes. Let's go over 1-1 to Carter. Seager makes the turn, heads for third. Gurriel throws late in the envelope on the bases.
Okay, you don't want to make the third out at third.
Imagine Adolis Garcia fouls off the first pitch. Season 21 of them with a full series ahead still. Gallen's 0-1 going upstairs, missing by the hands.
That's where you.
On this 1-1 pitch, Garcia bends back on ball 2. See it on Umpkin, presented by T-Mobile. 2-2 pitch, and Garcia takes ball 3 to run the count full. That's a 6 out of his last 7. On this payoff pitch.
Watch his interesting scenario here for Mitch Garver. Normally he's patient.
See?
You've literally got to take every at bat.
Garver takes ball 3 with nowhere to put him.
2, you cannot let the game get away if you walk.
3-2. Fastball, and it's fouled straight back. Critical spot in game 1. 3-2 to Garver is fouled at 68 for Gallen.
Wow, and those last.
Again. And walks him to tie the game.
Hey, he threw some great pitches in that at bat, and it's going to seem like a bummer that you've owned. Make pitches. Let's get out of this inning.
Season ball with a friend? Just tell Siri. FaceTime Parker.
Strike 1.
He's wanting to swing, so you have more room for error with bases loaded.
When it's too late. Fly alley for the Rangers to tie this game at 3. And they've become the first team. Pham leads off a tie game in the 4th and takes a ball from Nathan Eovaldi.
Well, is when they're on.
Oh, here's Tommy Pham puts the D-backs in front. Oh, it's a leadoff shot here in the 4th for. It has not been a great
bounce back. Everybody. But what I was going to say is defensively, they defend the stolen base already. Last year they stole bases before the rule changes. This year they.
The outside. And the first out of the 4th. One way to do it is to
right away.
With Alec Thomas.
Outside.
Takes a ball, and we check in with Tom Verducci.
Then getting them in. I tried to do it against the Dodgers here. He's a great guy, warrior.
Thomas, jeez, Tom's all over the place. 2-2. Thomas stays alive at 2-2. Gave him the lead with a solo shot early on. As they say, he can't. Eovaldi, Thomas already has one infield hit. Nearly got a second, but
and the development took a little while, and they knew, okay. I think when it turned, when they swept the Cubs.
First pitch that he saw his first time. How about Evan Longoria? This guy ends in his career, but he's back.
The first 2 games, and everybody around baseball like, man, this team used that kind of chip on their shoulder.
Here's a 2-2, and there is strike 3 on a generous 12 years. The steadying hand of that guy there, Bruce Bo. Nathaniel Lowe leads off this inning and fouls off Zach Gallen's. On comes Gurriel. He's got it for the first. America's largest and fastest 5G network. Brings a 1-0 to Young. Call on the outside corner. His 2-1 pitch is swinging.
Adjustment did you make against Eovaldi in that inning?
The inning, give up only 1 run. I thought a key moment for us was coming back.
Manager in Diamondbacks history in his 7th year. 110 losses just 2 years ago. And he said that I thought worked isn't working. It's going to turn. They weren't a whole lot better last. The 1-2 got him to chase. 2 out.
Yeah, not a good matchup. Pitches already, and it's only the 4th inning. That's a credit to both of these. Ball.
Simeon ahead 2-1.
And I said after that big inning.
It to those guys. Thompson, Ginkel, and Sewald. His 2-2. Is on the move. He will get there. Covered back and forth, and it's 4-2 Diamondbacks. Don did that. Arizona was 110 2 years ago. Perdomo out of that 9 spot keeps doing his thing.
The Rangers had narrowed their choices at number 9 overall.
Minor league games before he got to the big leagues. Didn't play. And it was really his arrival that jolted these Diamondbacks. First one from Eovaldi is a pitch out. They're down to first.
And the Rangers were trying to steal.
There goes Perdomo. 3-1. Swung on and missed. Throw down.
Not a swing and a miss. Kept the catcher back. And an easy stop. One thing that Carroll does so well, talking to Brian McCann, his front elbow.
This one to let it fly out on 3-2. Fouls it into the glove for strike 3.
But in most of the at-bats, he doesn't.
Disappointed, but turn that disappointment into motivation for Make. Elmo at second as the 1-0 comes home and a chopper foul. That list. On this 2-1 from Eovaldi. Go move, it's over his head. An offensive streak extended. Lead extended.
Perfect number 2 hitter. A switch hitter that can do everything. Any more bobble would have happened right here. It would have been a triple.
17-game hitting streak to open him. There is the list that Marte joins. That nobody else has against him.
They've grinded and grinded.
Third goes Marte, but first goes Seager.
And so when there's particular games they can slug with you, but for the most part,
that is ball 1 on Walker.
Contact on.
Beaten in a postseason start. It's because his team didn't score. Green light, foul back. And a 3-1. Walker takes ball 4. Been the top 2 in the rotation in Eovaldi and Montgomery.
Well, Dunning did a great job for this team.
Runner goes from first, throw from high, won't happen. Last inning. It's a easy play. Low recovery, Dunning in just in time. Donor to chase Eovaldi before this. He's down 2 runs in game 1. Yeah, this is the part of the order that
proven over the last week or 2 is they can play a 7-inning for the Rangers to get back. And
Corey Seager leads off the 5th, off of the 1st, and an easy one for Christian Walker. Tomorrow in game 7. And Tortorella looked at
look-back moments because when you're not at your best. The 2-strike.
Carter's worked it to 2-2 and now swings and fouls it into the glove for strike.
9-inning shutout, I promise you.
4 straight base runners in the 4 innings since.
I mean, think about this.
Hot share. How about Zach Gallen finding it tonight, going 1-2-3. It up for the postseason as Gurriel shoots the first one from Dane Dunning. Have gone deep. They're going to see this there. Gurriel's out. This place was rocking, but Arizona replied quickly. And one more in the 5th inning on a Marte double.
Going in a team, this team, but it really set them up for a better. They could lose to anybody.
Backhand Simeon springs to his feet and throws late with Thomas.
We talked about putting it in play, putting pressure on the defense,
but they hoped that they would win the big games against the good team.
No Goldschmidt, none of the.
One ball and 2 strikes, and 1. And probably then, just their 4th. Thomas at first, 1 away, and Dunning will check out. Here's the 2-2. See ya. 2 gone in the 7th, but 1 has donated over $750,000 to the foundation above its heads in this postseason. The ever-perfect touch of that guy. All night, Diamondbacks and Rangers. Coverage starts at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. On for Geraldo Perdomo. Switch hitter over to his weaker side. And
he likes his inner motor and his ability to get in.
He got really one of the last spots. 2-1.
Baseball.
There goes Thomas from first. Not in time, and it ricochets into short left field. Thomas thought about it.
Be about an 87%, 85. Or
Yep.
On a 3-2, he pokes one to second. It's Simeon's got 9 scoreless innings.
That was huge, and a different release point start.
He had already pitched in the World Series in here in late August. He had a 6 ERA with the Tampa Bay Rays. And taking a guy, unlocking something, and he's been huge lately. Mitch Garver leads off, and there is that wacky. 1 ball, 1 strike. Any pen had ever blown in the 2 years. Ball to Perdomo. 1 gone, and then you throw in the rookie in South Frank. Here's Heim, who's as happy as.
Get on.
We talk about how improbable. That's a walk for Heim.
Like they have that same approach. Philadelphia, the way they played those last 2 games.
Low. It's a high on the track. He's got room. He just missed it.
High ball, and that's
for Low. 25-year-old rookie Young hits Young. Time.
Once again, the Rangers are
a visit coming here from Straub. It's a guy in Taveras here who Bruce Bochy has said, look, I studied the team when he gets to the big leagues as early as Taveras did a few years ago.
Real speed, he'll take first pitch, but we've seen where the hole is.
Sweeps it inside for ball 1. Down 3-2 in the championship series, and Game 1 win. That's a frisbee in for. Out and a 1-2 from Thompson to Vera. Will it stay in play? Moreno's got it.